Okay guys, today we're going to be solving one-step equations. This should be a review for most of you. Everything that I have on the page that you're looking at, you should have. You should open up your interactive notebook, and on the next page after your algebraic expression and equation vocabulary, you're going to write solving one-step equations. You're going to write the page number, 2 dash whatever it may be, and today's date. You will also need the foldable that you see here, which is a peach color coral, and you will need 4 matte pencils and your own pencil. Okay, when you get your foldable, it may not be cut along the folds that it needs to be cut. So if it is not cut right here, you need to make a cut there with your scissors and make a cut here with your scissors. Then in the rhombus, or I like to call it a baseball diamond, you need to trace down here and write solving one-step equations on the inside, just like I have it. And then on the left flap, on the outside, you're going to write just what you see here, which is if the equation is addition, n plus 18 equals 207, then... Okay, so when you turn your foldable out, to solve an equation that the operation is addition, you're going to use the inverse operation of addition, which is subtraction. You're going to subtract the same number from both sides of the equal sign. Remember, inverse means the opposite. Okay, so if I'm going to open the door, the inverse would be to close the door. If I'm going to stand up, the inverse would be to sit down. Okay, so we are going to solve this equation, and the first thing I want to do is I'm going to draw my line through the equal sign, because now it's not going to be equal. And if I have addition here, the inverse of addition is subtraction. So I'm going to subtract. If it's adding 8, the inverse is to adding 18, the inverse is to subtract 18. And whatever I do to one side, I must do to the other, because I have to keep the equation equal. So 18 minus 18 is 0. I will bring my n, our variable, straight down. 207 minus 18 is 189. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to check my answer. So I'm going to take my answer of 189 and I am going to substitute in from my original equation for my answer, which is 189. So 189 plus 18, and check to see that that equals 207. So if I take my calculator and I put 189 plus 18, it should equal 207. So 207 does equal 207, so I am good. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to write down the next example. N plus 12.42 equals 104. You need to solve this equation on your own by adding the inverse to both sides, and then raise your hand, and one of the adults in the room will sign off on your foldable. And then you will need to answer the question after this.